Icon.
All right, we good, bro.
Icon.
Yeah, Ron, you can open up the door. You just leave it open.
Can't leave it open.
Yeah,
Or you just leave it unlocked. Just crack it.
okay. Yeah, you good.
Con. All right, Shalom. We're at GMS Virginia, and it's going to be a live lesson. Before that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Hakodash. We want to give double honors to the head apostles, and others a great millstone of rule well, and taught us his wisdom, knowledge, and truth according to the Bible. Peace and blessings to you, sincere Akim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth. We can make out in all truth and sincerity. And basically, we're going to jump straight into the scriptures. We're going to start on 2nd Ezra. I believe what are you in the 16th chapter, Lakamah?
Yeah, Con 16.
The 16th chapter, and basically we're just going to be going off the spirit, and I believe some of the other Akim are going to be jumping in throughout this live stream as well. Go ahead and start out, Lakamah.
Yeah, you're starting at 45, right?
Khan.
All right, this 2nd Ezra 16 and 45 reads, and therefore they that labor in vain.
Yeah, because the majority of our people, man, they're laboring for vanity, man. Okay, they're working these jobs, they're chasing this American dream, working the 9-to-5s, trying to get the house on the hill. Come on in,
ATF.
Trying to get the house and trying to get the house on the hill. They're chasing these worldly possessions, man, which is all in vain, man. And you can sit right here. Whenever you're ready. Yeah, you good? They're chasing, these worldly possessions, man. The things that are deemed in this world to be valuable. That's what they're chasing, but it's all in vain. Everything that they're chasing is going to be destroyed by that thermonuclear fire. By the Lord's weapons of His indignation, man. But what we're striving for is further than that, man. It's going to be that incorruptible. We're chasing those treasures in heaven that will never be destroyed, that will last forever, man. Keep going out.
Yeah, Con. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children's captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise.
Yeah, that's going into what's about to happen to these peons out here.
Yep.
All these people that's eating that Will Smith and Jada. Oh, Will and Jada. Hey, that shit is about to take effect. Read that verse again, bro.
Yeah.
Says, for strangers shall reap their fruits.
Strangers gonna eat your Cheerios and your meatloaf out the refrigerator. Break loose. All right, go ahead, bro.
And spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children captives.
Take their children captive. Why the Christian church don't read that scripture, man?
Right. Says for in captivity.
Because that's the reality of the scriptures. Christianity don't deal with reality. You had those Edomites come up to the big bros in Boston, which that was foolish, but they don't know who they're dealing with. They want to deal in that same Christianity. Oh, God came for everybody, but they don't deal with reality. That's why Christianity is getting cut at the rate it's getting cut at. They don't deal with reality. They deal with fairy tales. All right, it was a snake, a talking snake in the garden. Satan, like you say, played the piano, then he fell to the earth. Right? then he had his homeboys come with him. They started fucking women, and then they created the Nephilim.
Yep.
Right? Then in the movie Noah, they had the Nephilim help Noah build the ark. It's fairy tales, man. It's not reality.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
See, when we came into the truth, we were taught reality.
That's right.
The reality of how to be men, the reality of what a woman should be. We wasn't taught that in the world. We were taught women were fucking princesses and they were cute. They get you with they smile, right? But the scriptures tell us they'll trap you by that shit. They trap you with they smile.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The Christianity don't teach us the reality of life. They teach us smooth things. Can a brother get that real quick? The smooth things. What is that in Isaiah?
Isaiah, yep.
Yeah, they want to hear the smooth sayings.
Yep.
Christianity want to feel good, and that's why when you start to cut them, they go running up the damn street, or they get uncomfortable, like those guys in the video. They start
getting fidgety and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, every time he was getting cut, he put that little devilish smirk on. You know what I mean? They got different tactics and techniques. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he came in the spirit of E. You know,
right? And you see these so-called Christians, they had no type of patience. You know, they had no patience. You know, to like you saw with the brothers in Boston, when they was actually going into it and breaking down these scriptures, because you know they actually were asking the brothers questions and they were answering the questions, but these Edomite Christians had no type of patience to even wait for the answer, man. You know,
that Salaki, that backs up. Nah, that's what backs up what Abaya was saying. They don't want to hear the truth. They just want to hear the woe, yes, Jesus loves me doctrine. Yep. They don't want to hear the truth that salvation is only for Israel. And the brother was breaking it down about, you know, what Judges is. Right. He brought the book of Judges up, you know, it was basically for Israel keep going off against the Lord. And we kept getting our ass handed to him. He didn't want to accept that. So like the brother said, he just wanted to start about facing. They started getting fidgety. Yep. They wanted to head up the block and say, fuck this shit for real. You know?
And that's Christianity 101. You know, if they don't like what they hear, and even if they're proved wrong according to the scriptures, you know, they just revert back to, you know, well, hey, we got to go. Okay, we'll agree to disagree or this, that, and so forth, man. You know, hey, the brothers got, hold that, lock them on. The brothers got that precept that you called for, by.
Cool, yeah. That's
Isaiah 30:10, which say, I'm gonna go up. Isaiah 30:9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not to us right things, speaking to us smooth things.
Yeah, you had this guy, yo, because that scripture's talking about Jake. You had this guy DC Young Flow on their show, and they had this guest. I think his name is Drewski or some shit. He's a popular Instagram nigga, and he was telling him, yo, you know you're a Hebrew. He said, nigga, I'm Catholic. He was like, nah, bro, you ain't Catholic. He was like, nigga, I don't know what you're talking about. I sip Casamigos, nigga. Everything a game to Jake. Like Jake don't want to be. They don't want to be in the seriousness and the reality of the scriptures because it hurts at first. You got to realize that everything that you've been taught was a goddamn lie. To the point, it's so everything around us is a goddamn lie. That's why this whole Will and Jada shit, we knew that was a lie. If all food is fake, if all women are fake pandemic, then of course 2 actors on a stage, it will be staged.
On the stage, that is honoring actors.
Exactly.
I know.
And what the fuck was Diddy at the Oscars? That screams Black Boule, bro.
Yeah.
This nigga is what movie was he in this shit? It's all a secret society, bro. Yeah. You know, but Jake don't want to be told, oh, your existence, the shit that you're seeing around you is scripted.
And what's happening? It's the talk of the town right now. All people want to talk about is the Will and Jay. And you know what he does? He stirs up some type of controversy to let you dumb niggas focus on that while he puts his hand in the cookie jar and does something else.
Well, what came up was you had the potion company. We all know the name store with a P rhymes with Isa. They actually financed this year's Oscars. And right after the whole event, now they have a medicine for alopecia. You know what I'm saying? So it's but witchcraft, bro.
That's beautiful that you said that, Lakamal, because you know, they basically use this as a distraction, man. Because you know, people, by the midst of this whole thing in Ukraine going about, people so-called forgot about the pandemic. Now with this whole thing with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, people didn't forgot about Ukraine, man. Now the new talk is the slap at the Oscars. You know what I'm saying?
The slap heard around the world.
Right. Slap like who gives a damn, man? You know,
look what happened this week. You got Russia is demanding NATO. Look, he's demanding Europe. You can only buy my gas with rubles. But America and NATO is like, nah, nigga, we ain't letting that shit slide, right? But Germany, which is part of the beast, they get majority of their gas from Russia. They depend the most on Russia for their gas. So they kind of like, yo, America, y'all kind of in a way a little bit.
Right.
Oh, y'all, we gonna feel the brunt of this shit. Y'all ass still kind of chilling a little bit, but we gonna get fucked up first.
Yep.
And y'all telling us to cut 50% of our gas? So that goes into the scriptures where the whore is where the beast is going to begin to hate the whore. But all these niggas, do these niggas know about that?
No.
That Russia ain't backing down. Russia is like, yeah or nay, nigga. And if it's nay, then we taking our business elsewhere. Mm-hmm. And you know what that's about to happen? You know what that's going to cause for the world economy? Niggas is going to have to deal with power outages. You better start lighting the candles because it's going to affect your energy. You know, Europe is about to crumble, and we already know America's next. Right now, gas is a little steady. It's rocking at up here is up 409.
415.
But trust me, it's gonna jump again because all it is gradualism.
Yeah.
Get you used to a high price.
Yep.
Yeah. Once you get used to that price, raise it up again, keep it there. Let you get used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when gas hit $4, they'll jack that shit up all the way to $5.
Hey.
If you can't afford it, be like, it's cheap.
Right.
Yeah. See, took the words right now. Because look, I was just watching a documentary. I was watching a documentary that was a couple years back, and they were showing. It was about the kid in what was he in Toronto, and he was killing the cats, and then he killed this person. This was in 2010. The gas was 92 cents a gallon up there. 92 to 109 a gallon. Now last year we was thinking gas at 205 or 210 was decent, and like you said, brother, like if they keep it like this, if sooner or later we gonna look at it as like it's common, you know?
Right. Yeah, because I mean these people, man, these common people, they basically with gas going up, they just taken from something else to compensate for the gas going up, because I mean let's be realistic. Not a whole lot of money's coming out of their pocket with gas being at $4 a gallon. It might cost them $50 extra a week or every 2 weeks or even a month. So they might, I might stop going out so much. I might stop going to the bar. I might stop doing this to compensate for gas. But soon, like the brother was going into, soon these gas prices are going to skyrocket. Inflation is going to come where gas is going to be, $10, $15 a gallon if there's any gas at all. And really people ain't going to be worrying about gas because food is going to be outrageously priced. They can be like, the hell with gas. They're gonna be
like, people don't understand the seriousness of the matter because Germany, once they are forced to cut ties with Russia's gas because they get bullied by America and NATO, they said that their reserves are low. So once they run out of their own reserves, what are they left with? Now they have to go green. They have to go green. So they're systematically destroying their own system. That's what the scripture says. If Satan cast out Satan, how can his kingdom stand? But what is Jake concerned with? Smooth things that take their mind off of reality.
Yeah.
The reality is, nigga, you've been lied to by the pale horse, the red horse. You've been lied to.
Yep.
And you got to accept the fact that you've been lied to. Big Mama don't want to accept it. We already understand that. You know what I'm saying? Your cousins, aunties, they don't want to accept it. But at some point, Jake, you're going to be forced to accept reality. It's going to be at your front door. The martial law troops, the famine, the pestilences, you're going to accept reality one way or another. But it will behoove you to be wise and listen to the prophets.
Right.
Because we decided to accept the reality of the matter, that we're fucked without Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Right.
I got a quick precept, brother.
But you brothers got it. I just want to make that point. You brothers got it.
Now, Carter's got a precept. Then we'll go back to where we left off at about you.
Go.
This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. It says, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their king nor princes, and the course of action shall stand in their hand. And all that's going to come about is going to trickle down to the people by way of the inflation of prices on gas and food. Yeah. People going to start breaking into people's houses. Like there was a video maybe last week that was circulating around. Somebody tried to take gas out of the other dude's car and he caught him. You know?
Oh yeah, I put that in the chat.
Yeah,
That
shit's gonna happen.
Hey, Esau said, I'm sorry. Hey, yo, Esau said, I'm sorry, man. I'll take the gas out of your car.
But if that was Jake on Jake, that would have been probably a dead Jake somewhere fighting, or they would have been fighting, or somebody would have been dead.
Right.
You know?
Nigga, you think I'm some type of hoe? You know what I'm saying? You know?
But that was my point.
God. You know, and these are upscale Edomites, man.
Never mind, there's some more.
Oh, go ahead.
It says, verse 17. I'm gonna stop at 19. It says, "A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able to, for because their pride."
Hey, you see that now? You see that now? You know, we already can't travel how we want to travel.
Right.
You know, they searching every goddamn crevice. You go on the plane, they searching every goddamn crevices nowadays, man.
Right.
You know, last time I rode a plane, they all up in. I'm like, goddamn.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Now we see what Canada is doing. Canada already shut they shit down. If you want to go to Canada, nigga, you might as well accept the New World Order now. You know.
Right.
Yeah. We always talk about how the tolls are already set up in these, especially in these low income areas. Here you go to Portsmouth, right? They right by the goddamn toll. They shut
and let you not pay that toll. Let you miss a couple payments on that toll fee. Then they charge you that $25 late fee every goddamn.
Yep.
I don't know how many people I got for 100, 200, 250 for a toll fee, and they won't even send you the first two missed payments. They ain't even gonna send you that in the mail.
They just gonna let it build up.
Yep. It's systematically like that. And then even when you go into New York, what's that bridge that they can close? The tunnel that they can close.
Oh yeah.
Whatever one that leads to Manhattan. It leads into Manhattan.
That's Holland to Holland.
Yeah, they can close that. They literally can close that whole shit and block you the fuck off.
Yep.
And they got the boroughs out there, so they can easily shut Jacob. It's systematically for you Jakes. That's why it's called Jacob's Trouble. They gonna lock your ass in these inner cities, and they showed you that in what's that movie, The Last Purge with Jake?
Yep.
When E came in, just start mowing Jake down in the hood.
Yep.
That's the times we in, bro.
Right. Shit, we live in that shit. Jake being gentrified. That it's like it'll be 5 Jakes amongst. That's what they're doing. They're sending like 5 Jakes amongst Edomites. And when it comes time when all shit get real, Edomites gonna mow down Jake. And it's not even like they're moving like well set families. The father. The father's trusted friend that he built, they got rapport with each other. No, this is just single black woman mothers, man. And they fucking kids. So that's just an easy target.
Yep. Hey, like I was telling you this week, bro, I'm in the work truck. E is ready. I'm in the work truck. E, they working for Verizon and shit. And they like, man, I'm letting you know right now, everything's coming to a fucking end. Fucking Biden. The election was, they still mad about the election. They said the election was fucking rigged. Bro, we're about to start an uprising. It's going to be an uprising. I'm like, yo, E is ready. They're ready to fight for their patriotic system. Yep. They're ready for another civil war in America. Yep. While Jake is busy talking about Will Smith and Kanye and Kim Kardashian breaking up. Foley is setting great dignity. And Apostle Gabar, he did a beautiful video today about not being in too much fun, not having too much fun, because fun distracts you from what's going on. And Jake always likes to be in what? The house of feasting. Yep. They don't like to be in the house of mourning. They love that mirth spirit, the house of feasting. Especially women. What's that song? Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Mirth. Gossip. And that's how you get taken as a thief in the night, because you're focusing on the mirth while reality is right here about just smacking the back of the head. Right. Right. That's why we're set up as watchmen. We're watching these things so that we don't be taken as a thief. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Yahushua is not playing. When you read these scriptures, unlike the Christians, when you read these scriptures and you read about how Yahushua is about to fuck these people up and send these angels down to murder people by the tens of thousands, read the accounts of these angels when they was killing Jake back in the ancient times, man. The Most High had to stop certain angels, man. Like, yo, that's enough. And one of the brothers had a dream. He had a dream that, one of his family members was getting killed by the angel. And he was like, oh, yo, angel. And the angel looked at him like, what, you want me to kill you too? You can't get in the way of the judgment of the angels, because the Lord said, pray not for these people. These are the times that we're coming into, the vengeance of the Lord. We're seeking mercy. The righteous shall scarcely be saved. You brothers got it, man.
That's right.
Yes.
I got a little more. I got a little more.
Read that last verse you just read.
This is verse 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to.
Yeah, and hey, man, even just off the strength of gas prices going up, hey, if gas prices hit $10, $15 a gallon, these people ain't gonna be able to go to another city just off the strength because they can't fill their gas tank up.
Not walking.
You know, they damn sure ain't walking.
Yeah,
you know?
Lazy ass, I don't know.
They don't walk nowhere. They walk from their car to the teller at the front desk of the gas station and back to the car.
You know, and then when they try to park, everybody try to get the closest spot.
Yeah, people lazy, man.
Lazy.
You know, damn well, ain't no spots up front. You know.
Yep.
They
There's a
just
little
sit
more.
in front of the store.
It's lucky.
Got it, bro.
You got
In
it.
verse 18, it says, "For because of their pride, cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation."
Yeah, you see what people are doing this on a low level with the things, the times that we're living in right now, concerning with gas prices going up. You know, you saw what happened when this whole so-called pandemic started, and there was a shortage on toilet paper and gas. I feel like, and that's beautiful because you know that whole gas shortage thing was just a test run for what we're going through right now. You know,
hey, don't forget, Salaki brother, don't forget about the gas run that they did prior. You know, prior to this one going on. I can't remember exactly the specific reason, but people were going crazy over gas a couple months ago.
That's right.
Like late last year.
Right. And let's not forget about the coin shortage. This so-called pandemic that brought a shortage of coins, a shortage of toilet paper, a shortage of gas. You know what I'm saying? And like people just go with the flow, like it's just normal. Like, man, come on, man. You know, you so-called niggas, Latinos, and Native Americans need to wake the fuck up. Go ahead. I got more on that.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on.
Hey, we went into that word prudent at camp this week.
You got something.
Could a brother pull it up real quick? That word. Oh, you got it, bro? Yeah.
The definition of prudent.
The brother gonna pull it up for us.
I get it for you. You got it?
Yeah.
Come.
Yeah, this is late 14th century. It says knowing, skilled, sagacious. We looked that up. Circumspect, literal sense of foreseeing, the act with foresight. Also, it says careful and sensible, marked by sound judgment.
Being a good watchman. And that word sagacious means having or showing keen mental discernment and good judgment. Right? So, brother, read that precept again from the top.
Yes, sir. Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on.
So that means we're judging what's going on out here. Hey, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get the fuck out the way. Shit don't look too hot right now. You know what I'm saying? But what are niggas doing? You know, that's why I'll call them the extras of the Lord's movie. Niggas in the background buying a hot dog, playing video games. You know what I'm saying? You know, they extras in the Lord movie. Even though the Lord told Esdras, he told, let the multitude perish, which was born in vain. You got it, bro.
Just a little bit more. Okay. It says, but the simple pass on and are punished.
Pass on the extras. They're just moving along. Not being prudent. You know what I'm saying?
If I may add to that, it says the prudent are gonna be protected. We're gonna be protected. We're gonna be protected or hide within the Lord, within these scriptures. Right? 2/3, like the brother was talking about, they're gonna be destroyed because they're not hiding in the Lord. They're not letting the Lord protect them because the Lord is our shield and buckler.
Psalm 91.
That's right.
That's it.
Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is, and be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms and in hymns and in spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord.
And that wine is talking about what we just was previously talking about, mirth, folly.
Yep.
You know, because there ain't no wrong with sipping on the yan, but it's also an analogy for being in mirth, laughter, because yan makes you feel, you know, the scriptures tell you, give from strong drink to a man that's, you know, that's ready to perish. It was an analogy of wanting to be taking up ease from your distress, but be not too much giving into that.
Yep.
Unless you fall victim. You know what I'm saying?
And them Christians, they, we're talking about the brothers in Boston. These silly, goofy Christians really take that literal. They have no understanding of the scriptures. You know, they don't go into the words or or have the substance, the understanding of the scriptures. You know,
and then they pick and choose because certain scriptures they'll actually think of it or read it like a parable concerning some of the accounts when how speaks, and then other accounts of the scriptures. They'll just pick and choose whatever fits their so-called doctrine, man. You know,
hey, I'm glad you just said that, bro, because it was another Christian that went to the DC camp, and he was like, "Do you really believe the God of the Bible would create all these people and exclude other people?" Yeah. Well, Yahweh Shah, when he was speaking to the apostles in parables, he excluded the rest. That was equal. If he loved everybody, why he didn't tell them the parables?
Right.
And he said, "This is not given unto them.
Right.
It's given unto you." That's exclusion.
Right.
Right.
Man, they don't read the scriptures, bro. And that's why vocab, nigga, you're not going to get us back to Christianity. That plantation. What are you trying to do? You trying to teach us something we already know. We know your message. God love everybody. He sent his son down to die.
Showing us something.
What are you showing us, bro? God sent his son to die for everybody on the cross. Amen. Now eat pork.
Yeah. Like he giving us game on something new, you know?
Crazy, bro. Go ahead, though.
The brother's got it. He's gonna read the NLT version.
I'm gonna read the NLT just of Ephesians 5:16. The KJV says, "Redeeming the time because the days are evil." The NLT says, "Make the most of every opportunity in these evil times."
Ooh, that's heavy. Start at 15 and go to 20.
Hey, so that go. Hey, for you niggas that's lukewarm. You gonna get spewed out the mouth. You ain't making use of every opportunity like the brother just read, man. Hey, that's beautiful.
You want 15 too?
Yeah, you go and start 15 and 20. Go all the way to 20.
Ephesians 5:15. It says NLT. So be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but like those who are wise.
Now the woman says she can do what she wants. These men think they can just do what they want. You got it, bro.
Verse 17, I'm gonna jump down to 17. It says, the KJV says, "Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is." The NLT says, "Don't act thoughtlessly, but understand what the Lord wants you to do."
Oh, hey, if I may add, the Lord wants us to serve Him. That's our purpose. Yep. What's that? Ecclesiastes 12:13. The whole purpose of man, just roughly paraphrasing, is to fear the Lord and keep the commandments. Right. And that's serving the Lord.
And it was like we always going to. What is that? Controlling your members. Knowing how to mortify and walk in this flesh, this wicked flesh. Like for instance, you know, if you heard gunshots and people screaming and getting chopped asunder, you wouldn't go that way.
Right.
You would know, they getting hurt over there. You hear like machete, people screaming. That
hey, what y'all doing in here?
Right.
You know, man, this shit. Excruciating pain. Yeah. You're not going that way.
God, they gonna look at you like, get him,
get him next,
get him.
You know,
time up.
So, but these stupid ass Americans, they're so blind and retarded and so drunk off of this, the philosophies. They'll go right into it and think. But these Americans are so stupid. They'll be like, "Well, I'm American, and I ought to be able to do what I want."
Right.
And they should. I'm a woman.
Right. As long
they
as
can't touch me. I am a woman. I'm not a slut. I'm not a whore. Yes, my legs is out, or I'm a dude, or I'm this and that, and this and that. Yeah, I'm kick, cut blood.
Right.
I'm the. and then go right into the midst of the battle and get devoured and chopped asunder. But that's just some, this is an example of how stupid these people are, man.
Hey, what was that video about the nigger women? They went to Cancun for excitement. They got a different excitement when their ass was in the airport. Shots had rung out. I guess it was rumored that the cartel was taking over the airport. The nigger woman, and she go crunch down behind a fat, thick nigger woman. She got her hair shaved off on the sides, and she like, girl, hush, and put your mask on.
No way. No,
it was through.
Hey, that's beautiful because that's the times that we're living in. You're really about to see that out here, man. That's what the scripture says. Hey, the Lord's gonna laugh at your calamity, man, and He's gonna laugh. He's gonna laugh at your calamity by the way of His prophets, man. You know, we're gonna be out here. We're gonna see all hell breaking loose, troops rolling on the cities, and you literally gonna have people. Their first reaction, their first thing, their go-to move is to grab the mask, put it behind their ears, and the second move is gonna be to react to whatever's happening out there. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that black queen,
shit, my man.
Oh, she gotta go back.
Hey, that black queen shit went straight out the fucking window, bro. Here it is. You in a life or death situation, and you think about the mask, man. These people are gone, bro. I think
I just got a quick what brothers were saying. This is Jeremiah 13:10. It says, "This evil people which refuse to hear my words, which walk in the imagination of their heart and walk after other gods," and that's like what these people are into. Whatever they're into are their gods. Like the mirth. It says, "To serve them and to worship them shall even be as a girdle, which is good for nothing." And this. At the end of the day, these people, like the brother was bringing out, these people just want to be so focused on living it up and deal with things that make them happy. They not considering the times that we in.
Right. Go ahead, continue with your. You finish up? Go ahead.
Okay.
Go to 20.
Go to 20. All right. Going back to Ephesians 5:18, it says the NLT version says, "Don't be drunk with wine, because that will ruin your life."
Hey, there you go. Don't be drunk with wine because that'll ruin your life. And that's talking about the philosophies and doctrines, man, the ways of the world, because that will ruin your life. And look at Jake, man. His life is basically ruined, man.
Hey, even in the physical, you look at a man that drinks. Because my uncle, he died, but he was like an alcoholic. He literally drunk his kidneys away and had the nerve to ask my stepfather for a kidney. My stepfather was like, hell nah, nigga, you gonna drink my damn kidney. But when a man is drink, he that's all he's thinking about.
Yep.
He ain't circumspect. You can catch him off guard, run his pockets. You know what I'm saying? When he really out of it. The scriptures tell you even Noah after the flood, Noah was like, Noah, after all that shit, seeing all them people die, Noah was fucked. You know what I'm saying? So applying that to the spiritual aspect with these other doctrines and worldly aspirations, you can get engulfed in that shit. That's why the Lord took us away from our aspirations and dreams. Some of us wanted to be rappers. Some of us wanted to be sports players. Some of us wanted to be doctor. Whatever your passion was, the Lord said this is going to be a distraction from you when you come into this truth. So I don't want you to be given too much to that, and then you're not applying as much as I need for you in the truth. So that's why a lot of us don't have the things that we desire, because it will take us away from what we need to be doing in service of the Lord.
Or things that we were accustomed to. You know what I mean? Things that we might have used to have it. You know what I mean? The Lord will take that from you, because the scriptures say take off that old man and the pleasures you had in before you came into this truth might deter you to go back into the world.
That's right. You got it, bro.
Come on. Reading on Ephesians 5:18, it says, "Instead, be filled with the Holy Spirit." Verse 19.
And that's the word, John 6:63. These words I speak to you, they are spirit and life. That's the word. You got to be engulfed in Sophia. This is the main woman you want, Sophia. We like big asses. We like pretty faces. We like fit women. We men. That's the Lord said, the glory of a man is what a woman. But right now, as we felt we have fallen, right? The Lord told us you are gods that ye shall fall, right? We're going to be immortals. We're going to be gods, man. But right now, the Lord wants us to be engulfed in this woman.
Hey,
right?
If I can say something real quick, you know, like Elder Tahar said, Apostle Tahar, he said if we had our women on this side,
Right.
Oh yeah,
we wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
We had 10 wives in order,
Right.
bigging you up. But we know, see, our women right now, they don't big us up. They really tear us down.
Yeah.
So this like the people that go to this the knowledge and wisdom and understanding should be your stability.
Mm-hmm.
See, a woman is a balance to you. She, you know, she motivates you, she pushes you. And so she's beautiful.
Right.
She has the breast, the ass. But you got to look at that as this word is doing all that for you. She's, you know, when you're down, the word picks you back up. When you're feeling down, you know, all emotional. You know, the world's getting into you, a burden, demons. You know.
Yeah, because this is a comfort.
They call the Comforter the Holy Spirit.
Right.
John 14.
Right. Because a woman is supposed to technically comfort the man. You know, so this is our comfort, this wisdom and knowledge, man. Because like the brother was going into, you know, if I may say, hey, you know, the Most High has divided our women from us, and like he was going into with Apostle Tahar was going into how, you know, if in this captivity, if our woman was with us, you know, really with us, our captivity
was a kingdom woman.
God, you know, we might have been in captivity, but we'd be chilling. You know what I'm saying? We'd be like, you know what, we ain't got shit, but you know what?
I might not go out this week.
Like they said, life is good.
You and shit. But you know, but his word does all those things, you know.
God, that's right. Yep.
And even applying that to the Most High, he took all women away because his woman was taken away. His woman went and followed after other gods. And now we know we serve a jealous power. So he said, okay, my woman want to be an adulterous bitch, then I'm gonna make sure my sons leave their woman. They lose their woman.
Yep.
It's equal. We can't be mad at that. Now we know how it feel.
Yep.
And that's why I tell brothers this. I be like, yo, yeah, we understand the woman is out of pocket right now, but hey, how can you expect the woman to be right when the head is fucking destroyed? They over here sipping syrup, pants off their ass, shooting each other in the head. Of course, the woman out of order, the men ain't in fucking order.
What they say? What's the old saying in the world? They say you hit them in the head, the body will drop. You know.
Hey, so he said hit him in the head, the rest will follow. He said hit him in the head, the rest will follow. Shalom, Makia.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 19, Ephesians 5:19 NLT says, singing songs and hymns and spiritual songs among yourselves and making music to the Lord in your hearts. And then verse 20, it says,
we're talking about rap music.
Right.
You know, it's talking about this wisdom and knowledge, man. This is this new song that we're out there teaching, man. You know, you got it out.
And we can Hakan say this, that brew drip. It ain't talking about that, nigga.
Right, nigga. All right, Ephesians 5:20 NLT.
No, you go.
5:20 NLT says, and give thanks for everything to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Father, in the name of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. That's it.
I got 2 Timothy 3:1. It's in the new NLT. It says the dangers of the last days. It said you should know this, Timothy, that in the last days there will be very difficult times. For people will love only themselves and their money.
Hey, whoa. Run that back.
I made this statement at camp last week of what's Jake's biggest god that they worship. It's not treasury, it's mammon, it's that money. That's the biggest idol, money. Jake could do anything for the money. Jake, you done had Jakes kill their own mom for money. You know, Jake love that money to the point now, like I was saying at camp, they think they're gonna escape through crypto. That's the next crypto, which they don't realize that's a trap for them. That's a trap for you to get the Quran. So here you spend money, you keep worshiping this money, and that's gonna ultimately be your downfall. You know, Go ahead, bro. That's beautiful.
So it says, 2 Timothy 3:1. You should know this, Timothy, that in the last days there will be very difficult times, for people will love only themselves. You hear that all the time.
Yep.
How do people even lead with a conversation? How I feel,
Yep.
you know, my experience, this
My
and that,
truth.
my truth, everything about themselves and their money.
And their money. Hey, a lot of these women won't even give you the chance if you ain't got some type of platform on Instagram, some platform on Facebook, or some type of level of status concerning money in this world, man. You know, they're like, oh, you ain't got 1 million followers? Next.
Lame.
Go ahead,
Bro, you'll drive. They love themselves so much. You'll drive to the grocery store. You'll see somebody on the sidewalk doing some weird ass dance getting recorded. You're like, oh, this nigga doing a TikTok. Trying to get his followers up.
I remember,
Real talk.
I've seen it. A nigga get recorded doing some weird shit, and you like, oh, this is some TikTok bullshit, man.
God, you right.
Lovers of themselves, man.
Places, yeah, they
Bro.
It said they will be boastful and proud, scoffing at the Most High.
Dang.
Look, I seen some boastful and proudful shit on TikTok. These motherfuckers riding around in damn wheelchairs talking about how much they shit costs. And they had some song playing in the background. They were just bragging and being prideful, but they cripple and they spending all this money, this government tax funded money, on damn wheelchair type equipment. I can't remember who the fuck it was. But they just prideful, you know?
Yeah, the pride goes that deep.
Yeah.
No matter if you homeless, no matter if you handicapped,
talk shit.
you ain't got no arms, you ain't got no legs.
Remember Carey Street?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man.
Bro, here it is. You done lost your leg, your arm all fucked up. You walking around like this, talking shit.
I remember on Broad Street, we had an Arab that was handicapped, talking shit. On Broad Street, now we used to, I don't think it was there.
Oh, no. I thought you said Carey. I thought you said Carey Salakia.
The fuck?
And Bobby and them know what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, those were VCU days, man. But that's all across America. You know what I'm saying? You had the bitch roll up on the Brothers in San Fran and the shit.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Then she strapped though. She got the fucking pick on her. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, these people are wicked, man. You'll see her in the grocery store and you'll feel bad for that lady. You'll be like, oh, that's one of the old elder ladies. And it's a goddamn demon.
Yeah.
You better, she was trying to poke the peoples up, man.
You're a different kind of demon. God damn, handicapped. Yo, handicapped demon.
Yep.
You got it out.
It said they will be boastful and proud, scoffing at the Most High, disobedient to their parents and ungrateful.
Yeah.
They will consider nothing sacred. They will be unloving and unforgiving. And that, that's crazy you can say that, because when you would look at these people out here, it's just like dead people.
Yep.
And then it's like they got so much hurt and so much trauma. It's like they just want to destroy other people so they can feel their pain. And that's why it tells you in the scripture that the whole head is sick.
Yep.
And there's no point in stricken Jake anymore. Right. They had to just die.
Yeah.
Because these people, what they've seen and what they have done, especially these women, well, these men too. I can't just keep saying women. These men too, and what they've been going through. You know, because Jake, you know, soon Jake one first thing, but I get some money, I'm gonna shit on these niggas. You know, they picked on me when I ain't had nothing. You know, and then when I get my money, I'm gonna shit on these niggas and these bitches. Anybody who looked at me wrong is dead. You know.
You get all the time, bro. Niggas get money and they buy the first pair of shoes their mama couldn't get them in middle school. Right. They go way up, try to stun on that
neighborhood situation that he got picked on.
And what Kanye said, and when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl, you know, because a lot of celebrities, you know, especially like pro athletes, you know, they ain't getting no, like Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman said he used to get picked on by all the so-called black women. So what he did, as soon as he got on, he started dating all them rock star Edomite girls. You know what I'm saying? You know.
And then they stay saying that money ain't gonna change them. You know, that they gonna be the same person they was when they was coming up in the rap game. Yeah, money did change you. Fame did change you. And you had to change yourself to even receive that type of money. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through all types of rituals. You got to make sacrifices that your spirit really ain't comfortable with. That's why they act the way they act.
And it just makes them worse because the trauma in that
pain. I got a quick one real fast.
You got one, bro. You got it, bro.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, because what Mattathiah just said. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith. Pierce themselves through many sorrows. You will accept the devil's breadcrumbs. You go into a covenant with E. You don't have to sell your soul. You don't have to sacrifice your mama, sacrifice your brother, do sexual abominations, and you pierce yourself through many sorrows that you done lost who you are.
Even things in the neighborhood, man. You know, they trying to get a status. Because, you know, when you really look at the so-called black community, they do the wicked shit to get women to have a status. Right. They get money to have some type of power and clout. So like I said, for the love of money, Jake cut, you know, the cutthroats. You know, they do grimy shit behind the boys' backs. Right. They screw other guys' women. They do shit to their own family. They do shit to their own neighborhood. Just for the love of getting some money and getting some pussy, man. You know, but that's really the problem with the so-called black community is because you have to, it forces you, and you think you have to be a man, you have to go to jail, prison, tote guns, be an evil nigga. And then when you get that, when you turn to a man and get that money, you get the woman, you get the stars, you get the fame, and you get people want to be like you and follow you. But it's all some cutthroat shit. That's why a lot of guys, when they leave them inner cities, man, you know, they come, some of them, they come out better. But when they in that inner city, that hood thinking, just, and like I said, more trauma, and they can never be fixed from that, man. That's why you got niggas, you go to your certain inner cities, man, these niggas still 50 years fucking old, but they trying to look like they young.
Yep. They saw the light of LA Gears in the day.
Bro, great hair,
like 60 years old. He got LA
light
up shoes, and
great dreads.
They had the nerve to talk to us.
LA
was cool.
LA, the light up joints, which for real, like yo, that's what you said about the LA Gears. Yo, really, you could rock some LA Gears right now, and like almost, you know, they would be hot right now, you know, because the way things just keep coming back around, because they starting to bring that style of stuff from the 80s, the 70s, they bringing that type of style and flow back out.
Like you were part of the Parliament Funkadelic mixed with another era.
Right. God. You know, and like the brother was going into, it's an ongoing process, man. It's all set up by design, man, to keep you in the same predicament and give you a little bit of hope, keep giving you a little bit of hope, and then take it away, man. Like the beginning of this whole presidential election campaign with, you know, our people that went out and voted, they thought Biden was going to change the world, man. You know, they were like, this is it. You know, for Biden, someone's going to help, you know, the so-called blacks in America. This, that, and so forth. You know, with these checks, with gas prices. Because really all these people really want, they really don't even want, they're not even really asking for a lot. You know, when they're going out and voting, all they want is like the gas price to go down, cheaper insurance, you know, health care, this bunch of bullshit. You know, they ain't trying to be like, you take us out of deep oppression, you know, get our people out of prisons, you know, even the playing field out, you know, they don't really even want nothing. They ain't even seeking for reparations. Right. You know, not that we were, you know, that it's going to happen or they should be. But, you know, you would think, Jake, like, yo, what president is going to substantially change something for our people?
Do something actually forward and back their words.
Exactly.
All they do is just surface shit and say things.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
They'll go hold. Hey, I'm holding a black baby, y'all. Snip a picture. Right. He'll go take some kid that got cancer with no hair. Yeah. Some kid in the hospital with no cancer. He'll put his arm around him, and you know, for his election campaign.
Like Obama, how they did Obama. Started doing a little dance. Like, yo, no sauce
at all.
I got a quick precept.
You had Obama shooting that ugly ass jumper.
Yeah, jump shot.
Boy, never played basketball.
All the ball players like cricket. Can't play no fucking ball. But they call me Jake, like, oh shit, he a homeboy. You know, if they get Jake with simple shit, or you simple ones, he loves simplicity. We don't give a fuck about no nigga playing no goddamn ball.
I know, right?
Are you gonna uphold the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Are you gonna get rid of these faggots out here?
Right.
Are you gonna get all women in order? That's what you want. And the only person that's gonna do that is Yahweh Shai. That's why we speak about him coming down to take the crowns off of these kings of these other nations.
Right.
Moabites ain't gonna be next to reign because they fucked up in the head right now. They actually think they next with Russia. Russia ain't next. That's how we know we almost out of here, Arkham, because the prophecy don't state that Russia is next or Moab is next. The prophecy states that after the European Union is destroyed, that's it. Once America goes down, that's it. You know?
Right.
So we close, man. Because we're trying to make a move.
Ain't no coming back. You know, ain't gonna be no coming back. Once it goes down this time, hey, ain't gonna be no rise of the other nations, man. That's it. You know?
I got a quick precept.
You know, this is the fourth quarter. You know, it ain't no more quarters, ain't no overtime. You know, go ahead.
This is Revelation 19 and 15. No, what that is? Yeah, I'm gonna just read it. It's Revelation 19 and 15. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he should rule them with the rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Almighty power. And he hath on his vesture a name, and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Right.
Speaking about how the Lord's gonna come and take over everything, man.
In the second chapter.
Yep.
I got a precept to back which I was just talking about with how Jake just want some simple stuff from, you know, like government, Biden and all that. This is Psalms 118 and 8. It says, "It is better to trust in the Yahweh Bashem Yahushua than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua than to put confidence in princes." You know, and you know, the powers that be, you know, they're the kings and princes of the earth, you know. And you can't trust in them. They run in an election, so they're gonna lie. When has either promised us anything and actually has fall through? You know, it had came through.
Jacob march for more education, more schools for our kids. Why don't you homeschool us?
Right.
Won't you got to? Won't you be like, our kids don't need to be going no more fucking white schools, so-called white schools.
Right.
We'll homeschool our kids. We want a mandate that y'all gonna allow us to do that. You would think Jacob be like, yo, cut us from the system.
Right.
Let us leave.
Right.
But Jake,
Hey, at least give us Wakanda.
Right.
They ain't even asking for that, no.
Nah, because you know why? Because a lot of Jakes still want to be shoulder neck to neck with E. You know, they want, because you got to realize the elders, that was all they fought for the right, so for them to be able to walk on the same side of the street as their oppressor, to drink from the same water fountain, want to go in a restaurant and get some of them pies. You know how much them white pies turn into nigga pies. You know,
in the same place.
So yeah, right. So that mentality has to trickle down to the next generation. You know, they just want to be able to sit next to white. They want to dress like them. You know what I mean? And like the brother said, instead of giving us our own thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's true, because you know, it just shows that our people don't believe in the scriptures. Because here they're fighting for things to change, the things to get better. When the scriptures are clear that things aren't going to get better until the kingdom, it's only going to get worse until the kingdom. Right. You know, you got serious, perilous, evil, bad times coming, and the scriptures are clear on it. Times are going to get bad, sedition among men, famine. You know, neighbors fighting against one another, like the brother was going into in 16th chapter. You know, and on top of that, you got World War III and the nations coming against each other, man. And even on top of that, you got Yahweh Shah's return with the angels, man. You know,
it's so bad. Even us as the prophets, we anxious because we might have to become pilgrims. We like, yo, and we're the watchmen. So how much more these niggas?
Right. That's right. Hey, go ahead, bring your precept out.
I'm gonna finish over that.
Oh, it's a lot.
So I said to you, after that, you can find yours. Going back to 2 Timothy 3, we'll start at verse 3. They will be unloving and unforgiving. They will slander others and have no self-control.
He ain't got no followers. Look what he got on. Go ahead, up.
That's that nigga the fucking bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga was just talking shit about the Hebrew Israelites, man. Yep. And that's what the scripture says, be not quick to praise a man, or to pray for give a man honor.
Yeah.
You
Try
know?
it first.
I saw that one video he did where he was with that podcast. Oh, he's saying some shit that's on point about the black community. I clicked on his channel, got a whole video. Oh, the Hebrew Israelites says I ain't no Hebrew. I'm a nigga, seed of a nigga. Yeah, I opened the video. That nigga was talking shit.
Yep.
You know?
That's why that nigga gonna be destroyed.
Yep.
Right. Talking shit, eating chips, taking chips. Really? Go ahead.
Hey, but you see that spirit on these people now, man. You'll be on the road driving, these niggas in these trucks, and they driving like nigga. It's like they want a confrontation with you on the interstate. It's like niggas be looking for confrontation. Like, bro,
a lot lately, yo.
It's happening more and often. You'll see
lately.
it. It's like they want a confrontation with you on the road.
Sometimes I slip up.
So you gotta get out the way because these niggas are trying to kill you on the fucking road.
Yep.
Like, nigga, I wish you would cut me off. You know? But a nigga, he'll be on the gas right on your bumper, and he won't get over though. He ain't gonna get over. He wants you to get out of the way. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of it's a lot of shit going on in these people minds, man. People are ready to go at it.
I had Jake grilling me while I was walking. Like, why you staring at me? I'm with my kid. I was like, you know what I'm saying?
You had a one chick. She was working at the fast food spot, and the lady said something wrong to her, and she shot the lady. She just at her job. She just pulled out a pistol and shot her. Yep. People are changing, bro. It's a spirit out here that got people ready to go at it.
And going into that brake check, I remember there's a video I put in the chat where that dude, dude was following him too closely, and then the dude passed him, and I think he pulled I think it was a plastic soda bottle out of his car and threw it at the guy in the truck. But he ain't know the guy in the truck had a goddamn Glock sitting on his lap, and he thought the dude shot at him. So he fired out his front windshield. He fired the whole clip out the front windshield at the dude because the dude threw a bottle at his car and passed him.
Remember the other video? I think the brothers sent it. Remember the dude said, "Hey man, what the fuck? Hey, fuck you, motherfucker!" He said he put out a gun. He said, "Ah!"
Yeah. And like the brother Bob was going into, these people are on edge, man. Just for a guy to have his gun out in his lap, cocked and ready, because somebody's following him too closely. This shows that these people are really on edge, man. They're really going to go hands on. Man.
That movie that the dude had road rage against that girl.
Oh yeah. Bro, he's like when you honk, just do a simple honk, like you did a just say. He said, "I want you to say sorry." She said, "No, I won't say sorry." Yo, that's how the movie started, bro. You good?
Hey, let's show you that.
Slacky. I was in this grocery store. It was old Dad Dixon. All right, everybody, ladies, all right. And he looked at me and said, "Gentlemen," I look. Ain't nobody even saying nothing. And I'm saying to myself, I better tell the little Edomite too. I'm like, yo, we not in them times to be just fucking just talking to people.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna keep it to myself. But nobody spoke to him. It was all women up there, and they just looked at him like, nigga, do you know what times we living in? Don't talk to me. Don't talk to us. And he looked at me. I said, fuck, nigga. Like that old 1970s spirit. Hi, neighbor. Hey, hello. What are you doing today, neighbor? Those days is over with, man. What are you doing? Man, fuck you.
Right. You know? Hey, let's show you the sword. The gun ain't gonna be our help. The sword ain't gonna be your help because everybody got a fucking gun. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the wild, wild west. We're gonna need spirit.
And that's beautiful.
He was in the street when they was having a protest, and he's shooting behind the mail box. Pop, pop, and running in the middle of daylight. In the midday, pop, running behind shit. Pop. They was having a shootout in the year 2020. You know? So the gun ain't gonna be your way out, man. You're gonna need the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah to protect you, man.
And that's right that you said that, because Jake, he think the gun's gonna save him, but at the end of the day, Jake's almost better off getting a regular old-fashioned sword, because what happens when these people run out of bullets, man? You're gonna be sitting here with a goddamn gun that's the only thing's gonna be good for is throwing at somebody. You know, hey, and them ancient battles, man, a sword, hey, took down many people, man. You know, as long as you hold on to that motherfucker, you basically got a weapon, man. That gun is only as good as how many bullets you got. And we already know Jake can't get his hands on that type of bullet. They jacking the price up. I remember, you know, a while ago, bullets was $1 a bullet.
Bullets are cheap.
Jake ain't
$9. Nah, $10 to get you a box of 50 rounds of 9mm.
Back in the day, yep. And Esau's doing that by design, man, because he really only wants these Edomites, you know, and these people that have a little money in their pocket to have these weapons, man. When, you know, when all hell breaks loose, they want Esau to be, you know, talking about these lower level to mid-range Edomites to be, you know, heavily, you know, have a heavy arsenal, you know, to fire upon Jake, you know. But go ahead with your precept, man.
Like Gangstar had that old song, Tons of Guns.
St. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. There you go. Like you said, the Wild Wild West.
Yep.
You know, they had a video of this Northern Kingdom woman and her toddler, I think in the Bronx, coming down the stairs, getting ready to leave the building.
Yeah.
They got robbed right in front of the building.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't make it out the lobby.
Yeah.
What was that? That was in New York?
It was in New York, in Bronx.
They ain't even make it out the lobby.
They didn't make out the lobby. Yeah, that's right. You know that, but these are the times we're living in.
Right.
You know, where people don't give a damn, man. They don't care if you're an elderly lady. You know, you're a kid.
They're looking for that.
They're looking for the one they can prey on.
Something easy.
Something easy.
Yep.
But that's ultimately spirits created for vengeance. Really, the Lord is allowing that to happen. He's the one, you know, creating these spirits created for vengeance, man. For payback.
Them old people not going to get acquitted.
Right.
They caused a lot of harm in the cities.
But you seeing a lot of crazy shit now, even with the kids, man. When they was in the back, that's some wild. That's some shit to see, man.
And they killed
it was a young girl. She got the shit
upside down,
pointed at his head, pops him, instantly realizes she fucked up, then grabs it and pops herself.
Yep.
No, she grabs it and pops herself.
On purpose?
Yeah.
I thought she dropped it.
Yeah, you see her grab it.
Yeah, I see it too.
The point is, that's some horror, bro. That's like a horror movie scene.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's why they go in the bathroom and start screaming.
That's spirits creative vengeance, though.
Yep.
Right there.
So we in some crazy times, man. It ain't like what they say the good old days, man. No, you seeing some wild shit, you know. Go ahead, bro.
I got a quick one. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come.
So look, like I said, two camps of bitches going on Bumble and getting stung, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Never be seen again.
Yeah.
Disappearing at. Go ahead.
This Matthew 10 and 30. Matthew 10 and 34 says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am come not to send peace, but a sword. That's it. That's the point. Everybody's just against each other. People are killing each other. People are killing themselves. I remember that Edomite that blew his brains out because of a woman. And the music was in the background. That music was fitting for that murder scene, man.
Hey, keep going. I'll shop.
Sorry, y'all. See y'all later.
It says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's foe shall be there of his own household.
That's right. So, hey, man, that division amongst the family, hey, that was done by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's why you can't get along with your mother, your father, your friends. You know, the majority of your friends, or even all your friends concerning in the world, they don't believe what you believe in. You can't even really even if you have a conversation with these niggas in the world, man, you got to basically dumb yourself down to a goddamn third grade level to have a conversation with them, man. You know?
And I could just say too, we saw during mandatory jab how divided these families were. You had people who was for it and people was against it. And if you weren't for it, you got locked out the crib.
Right.
You know?
That's right.
It's a major separation.
And I know a lot. I know a lot of. I actually that's beautiful that you said that, because I just recently this week was talking to somebody that actually said I was talking to this chick and she said, "Yo, I told my mother not to come visit me and my kid because she has not taken the jab." You know?
Yeah, remember that night, me and you. It was just recently. I called my cousin. I'm like, "Yo, she seen me jump rope. Don't come over." She said, "Y'all don't come up." She said, "Yeah, on Zoom." He said you come right in the driveway. You can talk to Zoom.
Yeah, right. and it's only gonna get worse when this
Afro-Cuban,
right?
Fucking yo, and it's crazy because it's like yo, you know, how Esau came up with that jab. You know, it wasn't even like it's all right if you don't take it, you can just come to my house, you lose your job. You know, if something happens, you can just stay at my house till you bounce back. No, it was like, yo, I ain't know where I can go. They shut the doors on me.
Right.
I got my own spot. So if I don't take this, if I don't take the jab, I'll lose my job.
Right.
And then I'm gonna be homeless. Because that's how Esau divided it.
Right.
You know? But us on this side, we don't give a fuck.
Right.
We already had that money.
Right.
Tents,
Right.
see the car.
Yep.
You know, fuck it. Go to the brother's crib.
Yep.
You know, because we was already, bro was actually prepared to lose it all.
That's right.
You know?
Hey, but we're gonna come into a point we're gonna have to.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's only gonna get worse, man. These people are acting like this under something light concerning this under the umbrella of pandemic and disease. What do you think is gonna happen when this devil really pushes the Caragua, man? You know, on a high level.
Hey, that's coming. So like it, brother. I know brothers that seen other brothers do videos on it, but the Democrats they proposed a bill to the damn Senate about digital money, man.
Right. Digital currency.
Right. So that's coming.
That's coming.
Yep.
Hey, mothers, did y'all have anything y'all wanted? Can they hear? Did y'all have anything y'all wanted to bring out, or y'all good over there?
Oh.
Yes, Yasaki, yeah, just real quick, man. Like I said, just straight to the point, man. This is my own opinion, man. But of course, like I said, even though ultimate prophecy, but the fact that that Sleepy Joe, what he's doing, man, I believe my own opinion. Like I said, he got to be the last president, man. Because so far, what he's doing, man, he's actually destroying America from the inside out, man, beautifully, man. And like I said, man, we just made videos about the fact that, like I said, that Caragma, man, like I said, people gonna flow into it, man, so easily, man. We were talking about how, like I said, Issa can manipulate you in any type of way of you taking the Caragma, and then once you take it, like I said, he have a full control of you about what you can't do or what you can do. If you go against him, like I said, that's when that grievous sword come in. I'm just thinking of scenarios, stuff like that, man. Like I said.
Yep.
Just dangerous times, man.
Yep.
If y'all want to say anything more?
Yeah. Speaking on the MOB, I've been looking into the, the barcode and the QR code. The barcode is outdated in the sense that it can't hold a lot of information, but the QR code that is able to hold a lot of information as well as being reprogrammable. So going into what Amatazar was saying is this devil is going to have it where, you won't be able to get certain things that he doesn't want you to have. So, like if he doesn't want you to have beef, but he wants you to have, like this grass meat, that's going to be programmed on your chip. Well, on your Caragma, Salakia. So
yeah, hey, that's a good point, bro. Because when you look at crypto wallets, they use QR codes.
Yep.
You have a crypto wallet online, so you can use a QR code to transfer money. So it ain't actually an actual barcode. That QR code, that's what they get people prep for. So that's a good point, bro. Programmable money. You brothers got it though.
And like we're going into that QR. Me and the brothers were talking about this earlier. There's a lot of restaurants out here that actually have you have to scan the QR code just to bring up the menu and to order your food and pay. Like you can't even pay with cash. You know what I'm saying? Until you scan that QR code and order your food, your waiter doesn't even come up to you to ask you if you need anything.
I went to a spot at the beach. I went to the counter to order. She's like, "Oh, you got to go." I'm like, "What? You got to go to the thing, scan your shit." I'm like, "Yo, somebody come help me." I felt old. Like, fuck. We in a new age, man.
God.
Khan, so if I mean, like about the QR codes, they got different types of QR codes. In other words, one specific QR code is is like only for like foods, and you know, like another one is for like,
Right.
you know, other items and devices and stuff like that. But the QR code that they're gonna match with the Karagma is going to be a programmable QR code.
So they want you to have those meatless meatballs. I'm in Kroger. I'm there. I'm in Kroger, and they got meatless meatballs. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, man?
3D printed. Hell no. No, if I was in school, I got a homeboy. He stopped eating meat. He ain't plant based. That shit does not taste like meat. What the fuck is plant based?
Also, if I may, I got one more thing. You know, like about the QR code. When you look at the square boxes on the QR code, one in each of the three corners, you know, I gotta look into it a little further, but I believe that each one of those boxes represents a 6.
Damn.
All right, bro. Hey, bro. You got to put that on Odyssey. You going to that?
What on there, Rondell? What on there, Rondell?
Put that on YouTube, brother.
Hey, mute your camera. Put them back on mute. They get us in trouble.
So I get it,
Yo. Hey, Khan, that's right, Doc. Khan, that's beautiful.
Now it's funny that brother speaking about that because when like I said, when I was on the train in New York, they got the QR codes on the train. But it made me realize that old game, Watch Dogs. Remember we could connect and watch everything. Remember when you could crack the code, you can see basically like a hacking game. And all he did was tap in the camera like codes and QR codes. But it's funny how, you know, they're talking about the iPhone watch. And it's funny how you can actually like take your phone and scan the code on everything now. That's all entangled in you.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense.
The iPhone shit, the iPhone eye thing.
Or face recognition?
No. Like Apple was making an actual like eye contact phone.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Right?
Yeah. And then, but how they go into your phone, you can actually like bring in the scanning joint, the scan these codes. Because that's what it was while I was on the train, and you could take. It was promoting like promotions. But all you got to do is scan it. Like I could be on the train to scan it on my phone, it'll come up. But that's because they're gonna make it that you can be able to do that with your hand or with your head. You know.
Oh shit.
Keep going. Yeah, that boy's crazy. I'm gonna keep going. Verse 3, it says, the 2 Timothy 3:3. They will be unloving and unforgiving. They will slander others and have no self-control. They will be cruel and hate what is good. They will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than the Most High.
Yep. That's right. And you see these people, they love pleasure, man.
Yeah.
You know, as long as they're happy, everything's cool. As long as they feel good, don't matter if it's right or wrong, you know, it's cool. We saw that firsthand. Remember at camp? He's like, what about if it makes me happy? If it feels good? Don't you just want people to be happy? Like if they're happy, it's all of a sudden right, and there's no right and wrong.
Well, that's why they took the jab. They said, we just want society to get back to normal.
Yeah. I forgot they said that.
We just wanted everybody to just...
Yeah, and it was looking stupid when we went into like, you know, all these things that this devil's doing to the people that's not good. Why do you think all of a sudden he's concerned about your health? When he sprays chemtrails, he gives you GMO foods, he's got meatless meatballs, you know, he's got all these things that pollute you physically, pollute your body physically. And then here at McDonald's, soda machines at every corner, McDonald's, Burger King, you know, all this madness and all this stuff that actually kills you, gives you cancer, has you overweight, obesity, you know, heart disease, the list goes on and on. And now all of a sudden you think this devil's concerned about your health, you know. Meanwhile, it would be one thing if he said, you know what, we're shutting down all the fast food restaurants, no more soda, you know, we're cutting the chemtrails out, genetically modified food is now illegal, this, that, and so forth, and came with it. But he just kept pushing all that, you know, in the midst of telling you need this and that, and these people consented to it, man. And that's like, these people are through, man. You know, they're just stupid. There's no other word for it.
And he can do it because you have other European countries that ban McDonald's, that ban
exactly.
So you got Edomite countries that actually don't allow that shit in their country.
That's right.
You come over here to the whore and you get all type of weird shit in your food, man.
Like I go and do my deliveries during the day, and I gotta go to these places like McDonald's and all that. And it's like, yo, they gotta put some shit in it that's controlling their spirits, man, because these people really be wrapped around McDonald's, wrapped around
Starbucks,
wrapped around all this shit, and they are in a hostile spirit. Like they want their food, it's called fast food. This shit we saw they be like, yo, where the fuck? I remember one time, yo, I'm sitting waiting patiently to pick up an order. This guy got out the drive-through and went in there because they didn't make his burger right, yo. He was sitting there like, I want my burger this way, yo.
And we already saw the ingredients for the chicken nuggets at McDonald's.
You got swine in it, yeah, man.
Swine, the pork lids, goddamn. You know, eating chicken. Dipping it in honey mustard sauce.
You know, it's crazy.
Chicken nuggets.
Hey, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget when I was younger. We had a dog. It was a mutt. And we was like, it was me and my mother. I'll never forget. We had a mutt, a little puppy. Them fuckers eat anything.
Anything, yeah.
And we had we had some chicken McNuggets, right? And we threw the shit on the floor, thinking the puppy gonna eat it. The puppy sniffed it and walked right off.
Bro,
damn.
Walked right off.
Bro, I tell brothers all the time, McDonald's was my first job, and I tell people do not eat that shit, bro. When I used to work, like, yo, this ain't right. We would take the patties, and it would be a big ass block of them. We'll take them, crack them over, and the shits would be this big, and then it was just roll up to a tiny ass. I'm like, what? And bubbles will pop up out. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Yo, I ain't eating this shit. Not to mention the workers there. They're depressed. They don't feel good about their life. So they over there dropping your food on the floor, putting it back in and shit. They do the most nasty shit at these fast food places.
He said, welcome to Good Burger, home with a Good Burger, man. Take your order.
They showed you that shit in that movie, man. That competition that went across the street.
Yeah. Mondo Burger.
The Mondo. And they start putting all this shit up in there to make the people eat for them. The burger be this fucking big. The regular burger they had was this thin. They made this Mondo burger, pumped with all types of shit in it. Yeah. And it was this goddamn big, man. People were like had it like dopamine off that shit. But it shows you, it was like, and they showed it and they made it like a ha 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 ha. But this is what Esau's really doing to your burger, man.
Well, hey, bro, the Popeye's chicken demon. This fucking crazy.
People shooting.
Bro, I went to my fam's crib and my pops was like, yo, you had that Popeye's chicken? I'm like, yeah, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
Bro, they was doing reviews on the chicken. They was doing reviews on the sandwich. They were like, all right, I ain't tried it yet, y'all. They got the TikTok, they got the Facebook video. I'm about to try. As they biting in for the first time, giving a first review on a goddamn $2.99 sandwich, man.
No. That was a demon, bro.
I'm joking, but I know inflation.
He had one on the way over.
You got a sandwich.
$5.99. Y'all got it.
Oh wait. I thought y'all was still reading.
Oh, who was reading? You was reading.
Salaki. I had a precept. Micah 2:10. It says, "Arise ye and depart. This is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction." You got it.
Go ahead, which was that?
Precept. 2 Ezra 15 and 6. It says, "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." This got to be it, man.
Hey,
wickedness at a peak. This got to be it. I grew up in the 90s. And it wasn't nearly as bad as it is.
Me too.
Right.
The 90s was not. It was grimy.
It was grimy, but it wasn't
this
bad.
This is I always say, like Lakaman said when he came up here. This is Generation Z.
Yep. Got to be it, man.
Like these kids, they don't understand. Right. Even if we go through the scripture and tell them why a man shouldn't be gay, why a woman shouldn't wear men's clothes, why a woman ought to have one man. We go through this. We go through this. And what do people say? Well, don't you feel
that's wrong? That's
wrong. How do you feel about it?
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
So it doesn't matter. Like the Lord, like the scripture said, the Lord has given these people up to vile affections.
Yep.
And there's no piercing and cracking. You can beat them.
Hey, I got a quick one, bro, because you spoke about Generation Z. Yep. This is Matthew, straight to the point. Matthew chapter 16, verse 4. A wicked and adulterous generation seeking after a sign. Yep. There shall be no sign. Yep. Be given unto it.
Hey, that's beautiful. Hey, you go. Now go ahead. You got it out.
Well, just saying that this is the generation we're in. That's all.
That's right. Yeah, because they looking for us to perform a miracle in front of them. They want us to do a disappearing act. Yeah. They want us to, make something happen for them to believe. Yep. The Most High is requiring faith.
Go act like Mr. Flash. Go give me a
right,
and bring it back to
right. Like they want to see some type of miracle for them to believe, man. Mm-hmm. And the brother's gonna bring out. Go ahead with that. 2 Ezra 8:50, Baba Shah.
2 Ezra 8:50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride."
Going right along with the brothers, what he read. Many great miseries are going to happen to these people, man. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have walked in great pride. You have upheld and supported this wicked system, man. And you want smooth, like the brother was going into. They want to hear smooth things. They want to hear everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. Rock you to sleep. Just tell us things that make us happy. Tell us things that it's going to make us feel good. They don't want to hear the truth, man.
What did the Lord tell us? The Lord told us, "Awakest thou that sleepest." Wake your ass up. Stop dreaming, nigga. That's in a fucking dream. Wake up. Your ass is in slavery. This ain't your rest. We was asleep. We was in a goddamn dream, thinking this was our fucking rest. Get your ass up, nigga. You on punishment. Get your ass up. But these niggas want to stay asleep. They want to stay in that dream. Nah, nigga, you got to get up.
Yeah. They're in a dream state. They think that they're one vote away, one presidential campaign, one president away from everything changing. And it's been that way since the first president. If we could get this guy in, if the Democrats, Republicans, for years and years, and they still vote. A nigga done voted 30, 40, 50 years in a row, and still is in the same position, and still voting.
Worse.
And still going out there voting, bro. And it's just got worse. They still
and go ahead. And they will go out there and try to march.
Yep.
Protest, march, and this march and protest and shit. Esau really ain't. He really ain't doing. He allowing y'all to do that. Yep. Soon these protests and these marches, Esau gonna gun y'all down, man. He gonna send a drone in the sky with a little minigun. You remember the minigun from the? He gonna attach a minigun to that drone, and it's gonna mow you niggas down, man. Go ahead and march if you want.
You got a leader of these marches with a fucking perm in his fucking head. Get the fuck out of here, man. Niggas still wearing a perm.
God, because if to march, you almost got to be prepared to go to war. Facts. Because at the end of the day, if y'all do a little too much, you might have some niggas. You might have some niggas in your group marching that is with y'all, but doing some nigga shit out there, breaking windows, robbing, stealing, shooting. So now they got to call the National Guard or the Army. They're coming out there. What do you think they're gonna come out there? Ask you politely to leave? No, they're coming with the shields, the tear gas, and if worse comes to worse, what do you think they're gonna do when y'all really start getting the best of these police and these task forces out there? They're pulling out real weapons, man. They ain't gonna be shooting no rubber bullets no more, man. They gonna look the cameras off.
Well, look what they did with MLK. They shot that nigga. And they was done using them. So hey, what is Jake thinking? That shows you they're in a deep state of darkness and sleep, man.
Mm-hmm. There ain't gonna be no camera footage. Ain't gonna be no this would happen. The only time you're gonna hear about that shit is by word of mouth, man. And the majority of the people are gonna be dead. You might have one or two to escape. Esau ain't gonna have that on the front line of media. Yeah, shut the studio down. Go ahead. Who's reading? Go ahead.
I have something.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just like, you know, what the fuck happened to Black Lives Matter?
I know, right?
Hey,
They threw the water bottle at us. One
I
camp.
was just thinking that.
They did when y'all was down here. Nigga threw that down.
Where they at? They had police escorts.
That nigga, man, he lucky a jerk, but he still gonna get fucked up.
Yep. And like the scripture says, if it's not of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, it's gonna come to naught.
Yep.
You know, just like Black Panther movement, Black Power, all these other movements, man, will come to naught. You know, the only thing that's not gonna come to naught is this truth, this wisdom and knowledge. You know.
Hey,
go ahead. I'll go ahead.
Hey, whenever y'all brothers done, I want to finish up on that second Ezra.
We'll finish.
Con, definitely. The water for holding that. I forgot all about it.
Whenever y'all done, I'll close out with that.
All right, Con, that's beautiful.
I'm gonna get these two.
Go ahead.
Remaining. Isaiah, back to Isaiah 30. It says, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel.
And that goes back to when Moses, when Jake was like, hey, look, Moses, the Most High ain't only dealing with you. We want to speak to him also. So the Most High, he allowed the Most High to speak to him. What did they say? Get him away from us, Moses. He scares us. He gonna kill us, Moses. You know, that's what they say to us. Get that power away from us, man. It's the same niggas. Go ahead, bro.
Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise the word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach.
They stay on oppression, like Mattathiah just said, the voting and all that. They stay on it. They ain't gonna leave it. They staying on it. You know, they gotta have nukes wipe their ass away from it.
Yeah.
You know, these niggas you gonna have a nigga holding on to the nuke. You know, with a fucking American flag on his fucking neck. Go ahead, bro.
It says, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach, ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
Look at the wall will come like a thief at night suddenly. So when that breach break, just know that the day of the Lord is right then and there.
That's right. But when you look at a breach, like when Katrina happened, they did it on purpose. They broke the breaches on purpose, and the water came in violently. So it took everybody by violence. That's what the Lord is telling you. It's going to become, your destruction is going to come violently. The Lord's going to come with violence and bring you there, you know?
Yep. And that happened in the times of Noah. You know, when those flood waters came, hey, there was a breach in the firmament, and the Lord allowed all the waters basically to come from the ground opened up, and waters shot out the ground, and the waters also came out of the firmament from the sky. And those flood waters, like you said, that breach came at an instant, the same way in the times of Noah, man. Them flood waters, it could have been a 200, 300, 400 foot wave that came that swept all these people away. You know, it wasn't like that rainwater just kept accumulating over 40 days and 40 nights, and then, you know, it was a flood. That water came very, very quickly. You know, it took them all away.
You gotta remember, God, it filled the whole earth.
For the whole earth, you know. So you got to think, like, you know, this whole earth is surrounded by water. You know, so
it didn't used to look like that. It was more green. Like in the kingdom, everything's gonna rearrange again. The scriptures tell you how a lot of oceans are gonna dry up. So it's just like the earth is predominantly water right now because of the flood, in the kingdom it's gonna be predominantly land. You know, which is what Eden was. Eden was greenery. It was life. You know, what'd you say, Caruthers?
No, I was just saying because that fire is going to eat up that water, you know, that thermonuclear missile. Plus, the Lord's going to we're going to remake the world, you know, through the Spirit of the Lord. That's why it's not going to be as much water on the world.
Yeah, the scriptures tell you when the nukes hit, islands are going to be moved out of their place. He's going to cause a reconstruction of the world map again, just like with Pangea after the flood. You know, everything's going to look totally different. So we don't want this fucking earth that E got. Let E do what he doing. Let him destroy this bullshit. We getting new bodies. We getting a new earth. We ain't inherit no hand-me-down shit. Everything we gonna get is brand new.
Yeah, we're gonna get new minds as well, you know, to go along with those new bodies and that new planet. We have a new mind, a new spirit within us.
That's word. Go ahead, Carol.
No, that was dope. They y'all can get a second.
I'm gonna get this, brother. I'm gonna finish out with second Esdras. Is that right?
Con.
I'm gonna go back to 47. Right? It says,
Hey, Method, you can close us out with them breaking this down, bro.
Con.
yeah, it says, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin, said Yahweh. Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman, so shall righteousness hate iniquity when she decketh herself, and shall accuse her to her face when he cometh that shall defend him that diligently searcheth out every sin upon earth. And therefore be ye not like thereunto, nor to their works thereof. For yet a little, and iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth, and righteousness shall reign among you.
That's right. And that's our people, man. They have gone all the way backwards, man. They have forsaken the Lord, man. You know, they wanted to go whoring, man. They wanted to go after these other doctrines and philosophy like the brother Abad was going into earlier. You know, they went against the Most High, man.
Hey, if you read Ezekiel, the 23rd chapter, it tell you how the northern and the southern kingdom went against the Lord.
God. You know, they said they no longer want to, you know, follow the ways of righteousness, the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the law, statutes, and commandments. They envy these other nations. They envy the heathen, you know. And just like read that scripture, Lakamar, where it says the Lord was going to be angry because of their pride, if you can find it.
Hold on.
There'll be a couple scriptures up.
Yeah. Hold on. That's so bad.
Eli.
I think you wanted 46. It says, for a stranger shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children's captive for. No, that's not what you wanted, Salakia.
No, I wanted verse 48.
Oh, okay, con.
Hey, start in verse 47.
Yeah, okay. It says, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin, said the Lord.
That's right. The more the Most High is going to be angry with you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, because you got a little things, because you got some, a nice car, a house, you know, like just like the scripture says, because victuals shall be so cheap upon the earth, they shall think themselves to be in good case. You know, they think they're in good case because they can go to McDonald's and get $1 Big Mac. You know, they can go to Walmart and buy a big screen TV. They can get on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You know,
credit.
Right. You know, try to build their credit up. Go get a car off of credit. Pay, you know, $300-400 a month. You know, get these little things that they look upon as like, oh, America is getting better and better. Technology is increasing. You know, well, the Lord is more and more angry with you because you're getting more and more wicked, man. You know, like we was going into, man, the people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are getting more and more wicked, man. You know, they're doing more and more wickedness, and they're straying farther and farther away from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man.
Hey, it's like Fidel, man, in Little Mexico.
Oh yeah,
he said getting the hell out of America, man.
Yep.
God.
Yep.
He said people here wicked,
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, back in the day, you might have to worry about Jake, you know, wanting to be a thug, this and that. Now you got to worry about Jake's wanting to be trannies, man.
Right.
You know, fuck thugging. They want to be
hollering at you.
Mm-hmm. They thugs and they ain't even, they tranny thugs. Right. You know,
these niggas like booty.
Right. They'll say some homosexual
trannies, and then these niggas are shooters.
Yep. They'll say some homosexual shit at you trying to fight.
Then they call cops.
Yep. Shooters in the
bro.
Delicious, y'all see going down.
Friday after next.
Yeah.
Hey, Friday after next, like, you know, and this place is wicked, man. You know, so we got to constantly be calling to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to destroy this place, deliver us, and you know, constantly be praying, man. Lord willing, we can be delivered in these times that we're coming in, man. You know, because the majority of our people have no clue what's going on, man. You know,
we in a weird ass time, bro. You had that grown ass dude in face, man, in the strip club.
Yep.
They was in their panties and shit, whipping his ass. said, man, this is wild, man. Here it is, you going on some tough raw shit, and you getting beat up by them, man. So this place gotta be destroyed, man. This shit is madness, man. So nigga got panties on, his thing hanging out, whooping your ass, man.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Shit is wild, man. Show me that turning of things upside down, man.
Ooh.
Right.
Continuing on, it says, like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman, so shall righteousness hate iniquity. When she decketh herself, and shall accuse her to her face, when he cometh, that shall defend him that diligently searcheth out every sin upon earth. Therefore be ye not like thereunto, nor to the works thereof. For yet a little, and iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth, and righteousness shall reign among you.
Yeah, I can say something. Just like you go to Sirach, the 17th chapter, you started the 11th verse. It tells you how the eyes of the Lord are upon all the sins of Israel, man. So we can't escape.
Right.
So what the Lord has coming for you, Jake, so-called Negro, Latino, Hispanic, Native Americans, man. You laughing, you jolly around. You try to hide your pain through pleasure. But it tells you that in 2 Timothy, man, the 3rd chapter. It tells you a lot of our people are indulging in pleasure. They're trying to hide the pain that that America, the so-called white man, has done to them. Their moms and so forth, the curses and so forth. But the thing about it, instead of you taking heed to what repenting, you keep getting worse. You getting more. You're indulging in more wickedness, destroying yourselves even more. That's why there's nothing left but to destroy you. Right. And how the way your destruction is going to be, it's not going to be something you're just going to die, or is it something? It's you're gonna. It will be a painful death, right?
Right. They are getting worse because Jake might have been in the streets, might have been doing this and that, robbing, stealing. Now he thinks he's doing better because he then became a Christian.
Yep.
And now he's in the church. I found Jesus Christ. Right. Well, actually, you got even more worse.
Right. Now he's in adultery.
Right. So now he's in the church.
Now he's proud,
pushing Christianity or whatever type of doctrine. He didn't went even farther off than when he was.
He eat pork when he was a nigga in the street. Now he eat pork.
Right. God,
Hey, brothers ain't seen Martin. Watch Martin, the brother Sunshine episode. That's these niggas, man.
God.
That nigga became a monk and turned his name to Brother Sunshine.
Yeah, I remember that.
God, I will watch it. I'm gonna put it up on the TV as soon as the stream over.
And I got two more verses.
All right, con.
Yeah, it says, let not the sinner say that he have not sinned, for the Most High shall burn coals of fire upon his head, which say before the Lord power and his glory I have not sinned. Behold, the Lord knoweth all the works of men, their imaginations, their thoughts, and their hearts.
Right. And that's a lot of these other camps, man. A lot of these other camps think that they're perfect, that you can keep the law 100%, So hey, a lot of these other camps, man, if they don't repent, hey man, they're gonna be destroyed, man. And you Jakes that are in these camps, man, you better get out of these camps. Which we know concerning the elect, the Lord is gonna bring them out of these camps, other camps, regardless. But hey, heavy judgment is coming, man. And like the scripture says, judgment's gonna start at the house of Israel. It's gonna start with the ones that know that they're Israelites. Concerning us. Was that it, Lakama?
Yeah, that's it.
Con. Y'all want to wrap it up?
Yeah, you go wrap it up, bro.
Con. All right, Lord willing, y'all were edified. I want to go ahead and close it out. First of all, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Double honors to the head apostle, and that is a great millstone who rule well and taught us this wisdom, knowledge, and truth according to the Bible. Peace and blessing to you, sincere Hakim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth, week in and week out, in our truth and sincerity. To the next time, Shalom. Kwam Yasharal.
Shalom. Shalom.